Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Simple English Hub, where you learn English in simple, clear, and powerful ways. Today's topic is one of the most important skills for any English learner: how to train your brain to think in English. Many people believe that thinking in English is only for advanced learners or fluent speakers, but that is not true. Thinking in English is a skill, like driving a car, cooking, or typing on a keyboard. Anyone can learn it. Anyone can practice it. Anyone can get better at it. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how. Before we learn the techniques, let's talk about something important. Why is it so hard for learners to think in English? Almost every student makes the same mistake. They try to translate every English sentence into their native language inside their mind. So when someone says, "How are you?" the learner doesn't hear the meaning. Instead, they hear the sound, then they mentally translate the sound word by word into their own language, then they think of an answer in their language, and then they translate that answer back into English. This process is slow, heavy, stressful, and painfully tiring. Let me tell you a quick story. I once taught a student named Lena. She was smart, curious, and very dedicated. But she told me, "Teacher, when I listen to English, it feels like my brain is doing math." And she was right. She did not think in English. She thought about English. She translated everything. And because of that, listening felt fast, speaking felt impossible, and she always felt one step behind in every conversation. Lena believed she had a slow brain, but she didn't. She simply had the wrong method. Her brain was doing extra work, unnecessary work. And this is the same mistake millions of learners make. They want to think in English, but they continue to translate everything. They hear one word, translate it. They hear another word, translate it again. It becomes a loop of translation that never ends. And this habit kills fluency, destroys confidence, and blocks natural thinking. So why is training your brain to think in English so important? Thinking in English is the bridge between learning and speaking. When you can think in English, you speak faster, understand faster, and express yourself more naturally. You stop freezing. You stop overthinking grammar. You stop worrying about mistakes. Your brain becomes comfortable with English the same way it is comfortable with your native language. And that comfort is what creates confidence. Thinking in English is not only a skill, it is a transformation. It changes the way you learn, the way you speak, the way you react, and the way you feel. Now let's talk about how to train your brain to think in English, step by step, in a simple and realistic way. The first thing you must do is start thinking in simple words, not long sentences. Many learners try to think in big, complex ideas like, "I have a meeting tomorrow morning and I must prepare my presentation." That's too much. That's too heavy. Your brain gets overwhelmed. Instead, start thinking in single words: morning, meeting, prepare, presentation. Think like a child learning a first language. Simple, short, clear. This is how your brain begins to switch languages. The next step is to name things around you in English. Wherever you are right now, look around and say the names in your mind: phone, table, door, wall, window, shoes, book. This activity may look too small, but it is extremely powerful. When you name things in English, your brain begins to connect your environment to the language. You don't translate, you recognize, and recognition is the foundation of thinking in English. Another mistake learners make is waiting for the right moment to think in English. They wait for high-level vocabulary. They wait for perfect grammar. They wait until they feel ready. But thinking in English does not require readiness. It requires willingness. You must start now with the English you already have. Thinking in English is not a future activity. It is a daily habit you build step by step. Now, let's talk about listening. Listening is one of the best ways to train your brain to think in English, but many learners do it the wrong way. They listen to English audio while reading subtitles in their native language. This creates a translation dependency. The brain becomes addicted to translation. To fix this, you must listen to English with the goal of understanding the message, not the exact words. Even if you understand only 40%, that is enough. Your brain learns meaning faster when it is not interrupted by translation. Let me give you a small but powerful exercise. Every morning, describe your actions in English in your mind. When you wake up, think, I am waking up. I am stretching. I am getting out of bed. I am brushing my teeth. I am making breakfast. These small sentences help your brain connect language to daily life. No translation, just living in English. Another excellent technique is the "what I see" exercise. Wherever you go, describe your environment in simple English thoughts. For example, if you are walking outside, think, I see trees. I see people walking. The weather is warm. The sky is bright. Cars are moving. This trains your brain to think in English without pressure, without fear, and without grammar stress. Learners also make the mistake of thinking silence means learning. But silence blocks thinking. Your brain must be active. Even if you're shy to speak out loud, speak inside your mind. Whisper. Practice silently. This is how fluency begins, inside your thoughts. Let's do a thinking exercise together right now. I will say a situation, and you think the first simple English thought that comes to your mind. You are hungry. Think, I am hungry. You see your phone. Think, my phone is on the table. You feel tired. Think, I am tired. You have work to do. Think, I have work today. You see a friend. Think, I see my friend. This is how thinking in English begins. Simple, natural, and easy. Now let's address another common problem. Many learners fear thinking in English because they are worried about grammar. They think, what if my sentence is wrong? But here is the truth. When thinking internally, grammar does not matter. Thinking in English is not an exam. It is a mental habit. Mistakes in your mind do not hurt you. They help you improve. Let go of the fear of grammar. Fluency first, accuracy later.